And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to week 3 of Legends Edition Tough Enough. With me, as always, for another exciting week is Hypno and Suspect. Hypno, how are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing fine. I didn't have to drink any beers to get over the shitty day, so...
Suspect, brother, it's very, very good to have you here. How you doing?
I've been doing good. I'd say I wouldn't have the exact same problems as Hypno, but just kidding. I actually have a special guest that was hinted at, well, not even hinted, basically confirmed last week. It's James Self-Standard Programming. I'm pretty sure I got one or two of those words wrong. How you doing, James?
Sup, everybody, and I am not the programming himself. I just make the programming. I am not self-standard programming. I am self-standard.
That's why I knew I was gonna get one or two of the words here. So, since this is like your first time here, I think it'd be good for you to kind of introduce yourself.
Yes, sir.
Hello, my name is James Self-Standard. You already knew that.
Mm-hmm.
I am a professional wrestler. I'm a YouTuber that has way too many awesome ideas, and I hope all of you will enjoy it yourself. And seeing as how I'm advertising here, if you wouldn't mind, I would really enjoy it if you go subscribe to SSP Self-Standard Programming.
Yes, sir.
The weirdest place on the internet, I guarantee.
Can
confirm, would recommend.
So tell us a little bit about your journey to end from where you started until you're entering the ring. I asked you to explain explain the journey that it took for you to get into the ring for the Indies.
Okay, so, yeah, 2014, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and my brother, we used to backyard wrestle a lot, okay? And we used to post it on YouTube, but unfortunately somebody that was working in the indie wrestling scene, locally I should say, wanted the videos to be deleted for whatever reason. That was my brother's channel, so he did that at his own discretion. But anyway, so one July night, we was asked to come and help set up the ring. So we do that. And after that show, we was asked to go out of town the next day to help set up the ring again for another show. Show goes on as normal, and after the show is over, we gotta help dismantle the ring and then pack it back up just so we can assemble it again in the actual building the next morning.
Yep.
Apparently that was our way of paying for training.
Okay.
So I was facing some medical issues at the time. It wasn't allowing me to become a wrestler when I wanted to, but I was still allowed to train because my brother was there and everybody trusted my brother.
Yep.
So I used to have a very bad envy complex with me. I used to be super jealous of my brother.
Yep.
But after years of thinking, after trying years of getting right with Christ, after years of waiting in anticipation about when this was going to happen, I started realizing things in 2018, and I started exercising a lot more, getting myself a lot more healthier, getting my mind right, and Christmas that year, I got a check to pay for my wrestler license because here in the state of South Carolina, you need a license to wrestle.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, one of the 4 states of America. It's America, that is. But, yeah, that April, I was able to become a professional wrestler.
That's
and
awesome.
Now I am 2 years in the business.
That's awesome, man.
I'm 0 and 44 now, unfortunately.
So,
I haven't won yet.
So let me ask you, who was the inspiration that drove you to want to become a professional wrestler?
I have to narrow it down to top 5 for me.
Okay.
Okay. 1, Mick Foley for his charisma and his goofiness.
Yes, sir.
2, the Ultimate Warrior for his intensity.
3,
The Undertaker, just because he's so freaking legendary.
Oh,
He's
yes,
my
of
favorite
course.
all time.
Oh, yes, of course.
Number 4, maybe Dean Ambrose.
Okay.
I think I kind of click with Dean Ambrose.
Okay.
Okay. And number 5, I would have to say, oddly as it may seem, Christian.
Oh!
Finisher for a lot.
Woo! I was so glad that you said that. I love the man. Man's amazing.
Yeah, and so now that we're approaching the 10-minute mark,
Yes, sir.
With 10 minutes left, yeah, obviously, but with you saying that Undertaker was your favorite, and that's my favorite as well, and Jeff Hardy was my brother's favorite, but what do you think of the match as it's going on right now?
Very intense between these two. These two are highly trained veterans,
Yep.
and going up there getting chalked as great as their feud from back in 2002 and 2008.
Yep. So then, let me jump to Hip real quickly. What do you think of a matchup like this, with the Undertaker being a powerhouse and Jeff Hardy being a high flyer?
Well,
Yeah.
well, the Undertaker is the Undertaker, so go get him, go beat him.
Right.
And what I would add to that is that, with all these matches, like, I keep saying this, there seems to be a more traditional, efficient type of fighter, and there's always a more flashy style
Yep.
from their opponent. And so far, the fan favorites and the showy type of fighters have been basically taking this. So, and with all that Jeff Hardy is doing right now, we might see it happen again. But then again, with as much raw power as Undertaker has, we don't know for sure. And just as I'm talking about him, he turns it around.
Oh yeah, he gets the second win. Oh, he's going for the pin.
Yep, nice.
Oh.
Nothing pretty about Undertaker. Okay, Jeff, he's like all jumping around and all flippy floppy or whatever.
Yep.
Taker needs to hit him with one of those big soup bones and just knock him out.
Yes. We're picking him
The
up.
Undertaker is like a car. Do you know what car that is, Brock?
What?
The grave digger, because he digs everyone's graves.
He does.
You mean a hearse?
That's what I was thinking. But it seems like that being the second or third tombstone pile driver, whenever he gets a chance to pin, Jeff's foot is right there, right in the rope. So he could be up 3-0 right now, but rope breaks are never your friend.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy's been rope breaking this entire match.
Yes.
You were gonna say something, James?
Yeah, Undertaker may be the demon of Death Valley, but we cannot question Jeff Hardy's resilience.
Oh,
Not
exactly.
just in the ring, but he's beaten addiction so many times.
Oh yes, and the fact that for so long in his early 2000s career that he took drugs to be able to take all the hits and all that, and that was his addiction was the drugs and adrenaline.
Oh, Swanton!
Oh, here we go.
Oh, the pin.
Oh, Jeff Hardy
Yeah.
gets one. It's 1-0 right now, with 6 minutes left. Suspect, for the past few times you have been the man that has broken down the timing and tips and everything. So it's 6 minutes left. What does Taker need to put this in the bag?
Honestly, not much, because with all the other matches, it's always been one person gets an entire 3-point lead, 4-point lead, and their opponent just cannot get any. Yeah, they cannot recover.
Right.
But with in this case scenario, like if he were to damage Jeff Hardy anymore and go for a pin that isn't going to be near the ropes,
Yep.
It's an automatic tie. So really, this is different from all the other matches.
Oh shit, what's he doing? Oh, we're gonna get something from the Avalanche. What's Undertaker gonna do? Oh shit!
Oozle!
Oh shit! Top rope choke slam.
1, 2. Quick
Ooh.
goes.
And now we're tied.
Yes, we're tied.
If he can just do that one more time, maybe 2, he's got this in the bag.
Oh, twist of
He's got this in
fate.
the bag.
So from what you've seen in Hypno, who would you say you're rooting for?
Ooh, that's a tough one because right now it's like it's fairly neck to neck almost.
Yep.
I guess we're gonna find out. We have 4 minutes on the clock, so let's see who wins.
I mean, we have two legends in this ring. There's no green. There's straight gold between these two, so you can't say it's experience versus green.
That's right.
Last ride. There it is.
Oh, too close. The ropes might be rope broken.
Two. Oh.
Oh, snap.
Okay, so me and James here have shown our I wouldn't say appreciation, but I can't think of a better word. That we're such big fans of the Undertaker.
Yep.
And but Brock, who did you say you were rooting for? Because I don't think I've gotten that question from you.
I'm a huge person of the underdog story. Jeff being between these two, Jeff is the face of the underdog story. Whenever it came to a world title run, he held it for no more than one night. Jeff Hardy needs to, like James said, he's fought an addiction. But between these two, for careers, the Undertaker was given everything he wanted. Jeff had to work twice as hard. I'm not saying that the Undertaker didn't earn it, but between these two, the career side is always going to go with the Undertaker. But between these two, my money is going to go on Jeff Hardy just because he's the underdog.
Jeff just missed the count out.
Oh.
Let's see the underdog get out from underneath this massive hulking man.
Well, we're tied right now,
Taker's
1-1.
Because Taker's got under 2.5 minutes to get one more victory.
Yes. It's going to come down to the last pin. Twist of fate!
So I've never asked this question, but this is a good time to ask, if any. Oh.
No, 2 count.
And I can still ask my question. What happens in the event of a tie when the timer runs out? Does it just keep going until someone gets another pin?
No, so...
Am I lagging? Oh.
So in the case of a tie... Oh, Jeff... It's 2-... So in the case of a tie, the two get pushed right into the final match. So instead of this being a fatal 4-way, if there's a tie, then it'll be a 5-way. And then if, again, the final match comes down, again, a tie, then it's a 6-man match. So...
Yeah, so correct me if I was wrong, but did Jeff Hardy get that point right now?
Yes, so it's 2-1.
So it seems right now that Undertaker, well, I don't know what he's waiting for right now, but he was going on a rampage, trying to get this last point, but I don't know if it's going to happen. It still can, but...
They're both busted open.
The underdog, I think the underdog got out from underneath the Undertaker.
Yeah, so let me ask you, Hip. With it coming down to its final minute, what does Taker need to clinch two pins to secure the win for himself?
Oof, man.
He better roll those eyes in the back of his head and do something.
Right?
Yeah, he's got to do
It
something.
seems like he's really planning on it.
Shit! Chokeslam!
He's got to get
He's gonna get
speed.
Yeah.
And if we're just hoping he doesn't get rope break. Okay, he's making sure it doesn't happen.
Oh, kicked it. Oh. 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Left with the upset.
Oh, shit.
Dang, that came down to the wire.
All right, James, I would like to thank you for joining us here tonight. Boys, we have 1 week left. We have 1 week left. And, James, I hope you can join us right at the pay-per-view. And until then, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Peace.